The extract features Scene 2 from Act 1 of Shakespeare's comedy The Twelfth Night, or What You Will. The Twelfth Night refers to a feast 12 days after Christmas, a day before the modern-day Epiphany. On this night, many tricks were played and gender and social norms were reversed. Both these motifs are present in the play as the loss of identity. The Twelfth Night takes place in Illyria, where Viola, a noble woman that has shipwrecked on the island, dresses up as the man Cesario and works for Duke Orsino. Since Orsino loves the noble Olivia, who in turn loves Cesario, and Viola loves Orsino, the reader is presented with a love triangle that entangles the plot of the play. Viola has a twin brother, Sebastian, who's perceived as dead, and this allows for the dramatic irony later on in the play, as well as the happy resolution and the coupling of the lovers. This passage is set on the shore of Illyria, where Viola has just discovered that her brother has died in a shipwreck. She talks to the captain to learn more about the country that she has arrived in and to decide on her future actions. I will firstly discuss the direct characterization of Viola as noble, empowered, and intelligent. Next, I will discuss the indirect characterization of Olivia as melodramatic, yet powerful and caring. Thirdly, I will discuss how the theme of outer appearances is explored by Shakespeare. Finally, I will discuss why this passage is significant to the text as a whole. To begin, Viola is characterized as noble. We can see that as the captain refers to her through honorifics. Therefore, Shakespeare portrays that Viola has the respect of her subordinates. Later, she says, "Orsino, I have heard my father name him." This mention of Orsino's name shows that her family belongs to circles of high status. She is further portrayed as generous when she says to the captain, "And I'll pay thee bounteously." This again elevates her social status as she is wealthy and has money to give away when asking for help. Here, Shakespeare highlights that Viola is ready to share what she has, which characterizes her as generous. Finally, she tells the captain, "I thank thee," which shows her respect for him and breaks the social norms as she has respected her subordinates. Then, Viola is also portrayed as empowered. She is always in control of the situation and immediately asks questions about that place that she is in. She asks, "Who governs here? What's his name? And what's she?" to understand more about where she has arrived. She is also portrayed as very active as she asks if Orsino is married. He was a bachelor then. Through this, Shakespeare shows that women can take action and hence empowers the female gender. This is also an important quote as it foreshadows that Viola is interested herself in marrying Duke Orsino and predisposes the audience for their future coupling. Towards the end of this passage, when Viola says, "Lead me on," using an imperative verb, Shakespeare highlights her authority and decisiveness. Viola is also shown to be very intelligent. She hears the situation as described by the captain, evaluates it, and immediately comes up with a plan for action. She says, "I'll serve this duke, thou shalt present me to him as an eunuch." Shakespeare hence characterizes Viola as very intelligent, as the position of an eunuch is not likely to give her away because of their feminine traits and high-pitched voices. Shakespeare portrays her as very smart, as this position would allow her to be less likely to be exposed. Next, I would like to discuss how Olivia is portrayed as very caring, yet over-emotional. She is said to be the daughter of a count, which presents her as noble, and is also said to be a virtuous maid, which shows that she cares of her servants. This parallelism established by Shakespeare between Viola and Olivia's characters is very important as it immediately connects them as foils. However, Olivia is also shown to be very dramatic. The captain says that she hath abjured the sight and company of men, which shows that she is very theatrical. In this scene, Shakespeare presents the audience with the similarities in character traits and laws of a brother to enforce that Olivia and Viola are foils to each other. Disguise is an important aspect of the story, which is thoroughly explored in the play and allows for the concealment of true identity or intention. The symbol transcends the gender and social classes, as we learn that Viola will become a male servant dressed up as an eunuch, and hence allows for characters to become what they are not. Since Illyria is an otherworldly place, we suspend our disbelief and learn that disguise can be misleading. In this way, Shakespeare uses the play Twelfth Night to portray that we should look for the inner qualities of our partners rather than their physique, which is easy to fool us about who they truly are. The passage is very important to the text as a whole, as it establishes a parallelism between the two females and their powerful and generous characters, highlighted by the death of their brothers. This parallelism allows Shakespeare to position Viola and Olivia as foils to each other, which foreshadows the coupling of Viola and Orsino and that of Olivia and Sebastian. The audience is predisposed to reject the relationship between the madly dramatical Orsino and the theatrical Olivia. The passage is also important because later on in the play, Orsino will realize that his love for Olivia has been shallow, only for her outer appearance, whereas his true feelings are for Viola. This also relates to the theme of appearance as in disguise, as Orsino falls in love for how Olivia looks like rather than for her personality. To sum up, the passage reveals the entanglement of the plot as Viola decides to dress up as a man. This is important because it allows for Shakespeare to employ dramatic irony and to introduce the love triangle between Orsino, Viola, and Olivia.